Metaverse is going to have some similar effects.
Meetings in the metaverse, going around doing errands, shopping.
Metaverse is kind of like this combination, right? And
we have all played a GTA, any of the games that GTA does, right? And instead of the guy who's walking on the side footpath, you are actually now character, and you can define what role you want. You can have the role of walking on the footpath, but you can also be whoever you want in the virtual space.
Instead of doing missions and beautiful on your side, instead of doing missions and going around shooting people, you could showcase your art. You could create new spaces for people to visit. The possibilities are really unlimited, and a lot is yet to come in the upcoming 5 to 10 years.
Oh, for sure. There have been so many speculations and interesting theories and use cases that are being developed. Michael, I want to know, what is your understanding of where the future lies, and what are the use cases that are being promised with Metaverse coming our way?
Yeah, so I mean, I think pretty deeply and often about the Metaverse. And Metaverse is a place where humanity can expand our minds and our physical presences beyond our wildest dreams. It's somewhere where if you're born short, you can be tall. Where if you're born with brown hair, you can have blonde hair. You can be and do absolutely anything of where you put your time, effort, energy, and money. So it's truly a place where it can take you beyond equality. It can take you to places of where your farthest dreams have ever been. And so this is something that we're going to see evolve, rapidly over the next few years, and something where there's going to be a much larger focus of people's lives are going to be shifting into there. And hopefully it's a very big enhancement, on humanity, and not a detractment where, we forget about the physical world. Hopefully it's an additional, amazing part of our lives. And so those are some, thank you.
Yeah. Talking about, the virtual life versus the actual physical life that we live, and the contrast between the two. I want to ask, it's an open question to both of you, but basically what we imagine the Metaverse is via virtual reality as of now, because that is the technology that is available, even though not mass adopted, but I feel that it's actually in a very good shape and position right now. The experiences you can have and everything, but it also limits, like you are in a box at the end of the day. With AR being developed and extended reality and so many other technologies that could come, do you think the gap between the physical life, the virtual life, would be reduced to some extent?
Do I go first?
Sure.
Yeah.
All right. This is actually a topic that I discussed during my appearance with Gatherverse last week. I mean, definitely with the advancement of technology and the entrance into having AR, VR, even XR within the metaverse, it's an amazing aspect, but it's up to the creators to make sure that the humans are not escaping reality. One of the very big risks that is not being talked about enough is contextual anxiety. I mean, imagine this: you're spending 5, 6, 7, 8 hours in the future. We're talking about 2, 3, 4 years from now, doing meetings in the metaverse, going around doing errands, shopping. As we said, it's limitless what you can do. You are so apart from reality that it will actually cause you to have anxiety from your context, because you're seeing something that's so unnatural and so different to what you're used to as a human and what you're made to be used to. So yeah, I believe that's up to the creators in the future.
That's true. I think, Michael, do you want to add anything?
Go on. No, go on.
All right. So I just wanted to bring in an analogy where at present, the most of our virtual life is social media. A lot of it goes on Instagram, people who tend to use that social media platform a lot. um, and they do, they keep saying that the platform is free for users to use in whatever context and capacity they want to, but through the algorithm changes, the preference of one media form over the other, they do tend to sway the masses. Some of the independent people who are not affected by it will not be affected by it, but the masses do tend to be swayed by bigger organizations and social media platforms changing the algorithm. And I think that now metaverse in a way is also an extended uh, version of social media platforms. And then the platform, as you rightly said, Salman, would have some choice on how much safe it is, how much anxiety it's causing, and how attached or detached we are from our physical lives. Now, Mike, sorry for interrupting you earlier, but do you want to go ahead now?
Yeah, I think that your question actually touched upon the end, part what I was just speaking about, where I think you said what's kind of will there be a detractor from the physical world with this metaverse? And I think that's a great question, and it's like on top of mind for everyone that's thinking about the metaverse. They're like, oh, we're already on our smartphones too much, we're already on the computers too much, like humans are getting more out of shape and frail, and we're not, the best use cases of smartphones and computers are augmentation to make our lives better, not to completely consume our lives, right? And so I think part of the problem is we've created really, really addicting elements to computers and smartphones. And unfortunately, this traps us on a lot more than we'd like to be. And I think the metaverse is going to have some similar effects. I think people are very addicted to their smartphones, just like they're very addicted to video gaming, some of us. And the metaverse is kind of like this combination, right? And so I think some people will get very addicted and like hang in the metaverse and have problems. I think that's something that we have to be aware about and be ready to help service. But I think, most of us, hopefully 99% or more, can use the metaverse as an augmentation to our reality and enhance our life. Like I said, there's already doctors, using this to learn medical procedures and to become much better doctors than they would without these metaverse AR type systems. Same with obviously like the military. We don't want to talk about killing other people, but defending one's country could be a good, positive thing. And so people are training in there. Beyond that, there's teaching of all sorts can enhance humanity. Eons, maybe if there's enough teaching and knowledge passing, there would never be a war again. That would be amazing, right? If everybody was enlightened enough. So the metaverse can really be an amazing tool for the poorest of the poor to see the entire world if they want. Something that was literally impossible before the metaverse started. And it could be also something that can suck you in, like your smartphone. So you got to be careful. And I think that's where you need to draw your own boundaries and use everything just like you would with a Coca-Cola. One Coca-Cola every now and then is not bad. You start pounding those things every day, oh my God, you're going to be in for trouble.